Welcome to one of the best soccer venues in all of the United States. Providence Park is the place to be this Sunday afternoon. And this Mother's Day weekend, we want to welcome you to the Pacific Northwest. It's Portland Timbers 2 taking on Ventura County FC in the Western Conference. Hello, family. My name is James Hanna. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers tuning in. Everyone comes from a mother, and so we have to show love to Mom. Now we take a look at the starting lineups for Portland, and for the Timbers, they make two changes. No Gage Guerra, no Sawyer Jura today, so Daniel Cervantes will play up top in the number 9 role today, and Connor Ferguson will get the start at right back playing for the U.S. Youth International Sawyer Jura. Under Jack Cassidy, this squad has played very well at home. No losses at home this season, and they have just one loss overall this season as a whole. It was a 5-0 defeat at the hands of Houston Dynamo Dos. So for Jack Cassidy, this squad is playing at a high level, and they are looking for their first venture into the playoffs since the inception of MLS Next Pro. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for Matt Taylor and for Ventura County, coming off a win in the midweek versus Sporting Kansas City, a 4-2-3-1. They make 5 changes. No first-teamer Ruben Ramos in the 11 today, so Julian Placius will be at the head of the snake. He, as a goal scorer, is something to look out for because Placius has 3 goals on the year, also has 2 assists, so can contribute despite being the man at the front. Dylan Vanny, who continues to rack up the awards. He will be playing in the number 10 role today under Placius, but Vanny is a consummate goal scorer. He can put the ball in the back of the net. He has 6 goals on the year, 1 assist. He showed his ability as a passer more last year, but now as he's grown into his role as the guy, he has been a goal scorer this year. So almost ready for a kick between Portland and Ventura County. Ventura in their navy blue kits and Portland in their white kits here at beautiful Providence Park, one of the oldest venues in all of the United States. And this Pacific Northwest, well known for soccer and their love for the game. Great place to be this Mother's Day. There is the opening whistle, and we begin. Portland Timbers 2 and Ventura County FC battling in the Western Conference. James Hadnot here with you from Providence Park in Portland, Oregon. Alex Bamford goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Hunter Solt, on a first-team contract for Portland. This is a grown-up back line for the Timbers, which is very different than the back line for Ventura County. For Matt Taylor, he has all teenagers in the back line for VCFC. Nobody over the age of 19. And so how does Portland expose? And there immediately we see Eric Preston with the shove. And he quickly receives a yellow card. So inside of a minute, one of those youngsters, Preston, picks up a yellow card. And the 18-year-old will play on a yellow for the remainder of the time he is in this match. So immediately, just as we were mentioning, maturity, things that are necessary for this young back line of Ventura County, one of their own finds themselves in the book. So it's Victor Enriquez, one of the potential free kick takers for the Timbers. It won't be Enriquez. It'll be Isoita who thumps it into the area. Good box defending initially by Ventura County, and now maybe a chance to break for VCFC. Preston is available, but this will not find him as it will go out for a goal kick. Well, Portland, as mentioned, no losses at home this year. Just one loss overall, coming at 3-1-3, and are unbeaten in their last 4. for Ventura County. Just one loss on the road themselves. That was to the reigning regular season Western Conference champs in St. Louis, a 2-1 defeat. Mentioned goal scoring prowess. Dylan Vanny scored in that match. So something's got to give today. Connor Ferguson, as mentioned, in for Azura on the ball now. Now Cole Griffith can't shimmy through. And this is where Ventura County has to be careful. They like to play out of the back, but Portland does well on the counter press. And that is a nice long shot taken by Ondo. Goal kick coming for Ventura County. Brady Scott, goalkeeper for Ventura County, sends the ball long. It'll go out for a Ventura County throw. For VCFC, third game in 9 days. They lost 3-1 to San Jose. In the first match of this stretch, and as mentioned, their last match was a victory over SKC. Now Portland in possession. And a quick free kick taken. And now it'll have to be pulled back. So already a couple of opportunities for Portland. But numbers in the area. Charles Ondo in these situations, along with Nicholas Lund, big bodies that will be targets for the Timbers. There's a good delivery and a goal. Just mentioned Charles Ondo as a potential target, and he was picked out. Ondo with the opener for Portland. They lead 1-0. Just excellent guile in that free kick. The initial line stepping up, no free kick taken on the first walkthrough from Enriquez, and then as the ball is hit perfectly, Ondo tracks it and nods it home. And Portland is in front of Ventura County by a goal inside of 6 minutes. Over Ondo, it's his first goal of the year. 22-year-old from French Guiana. And he's been a part of this team since last year. And Ventura County finds itself behind Portland. I talked to Coach Taylor about a match just last year that was back and forth. It was one in which Ventura County went up, and then they conceded twice, and then found themselves scoring a couple more goals to win 4-2. And he said that those games can be very fun when you're on the winning side of it. Ferguson fires this into the air. It'll bounce out. And every game is a learning experience, a chance to grow, and a chance to respond. So Ventura County must respond down by a goal. This is Preston taking it into the area, but his touch takes him past the end line for a goal kick. This is a younger team for Ventura County. 7 out of the 11 starters are teenagers. A lot of promise, a lot of talent. And these are opportunities for them in their development. On the road, behind enemy lines, already down by a goal, still with plenty of time in the match. But there has to be a response. Vanny almost turns it over and does. Preston wins it back. And he cannot corral possession. So a throw-in coming for Portland. On the flip side, for the Timbers, an older squad, but a squad that is really coming into form early in the year. They've only played 7 matches coming into today. This is their 8th match of the year. And with this being just their 8th match, but still being in good position right now on the table, once they catch up in regards to matches played, you can expect that they actually might beat a team near the top 3 or top 4 in the Western Conference, which will be a different spot for them in comparison to years past. They've fought for playoff position, finished seasons 9th, 10th. They've always played a fun brand of soccer, going forward and attacking, scored a lot of goals, but have had issues with conceding. That has not been the case this year. They've allowed just 8 goals through their 7 matches, but 5 of those goals came in 1 match. Now Ventura County in possession, but a loss of that possession. Was kept in, Mason Vanny. Now the ball will come central to Pepe and around to Hernandez. Preston, who has some pace, but he is nowhere to go right there. Despite going down early, don't expect anything to really change for Ventura County. They want to do this, combine, connect, and find an opportunity. That's a poor pass behind. Coach Taylor wants his team to express itself. Pepe does well to track this down as Portland was trying to play on the counter. This is what Pepe can do as well. He can carry, he can connect. The U.S. Youth International. Hernandez. th minute of action. Portland scoring in the 5th minute. Charles Ondo off a header. Beautiful delivery on a free kick. Timbers putting some pressure on. And the ball is won by Portland. Enriquez. Ondo. Now Isoida. Tracked down by Ferguson. There's a shove from behind. We already saw an early yellow card for Eric Preston. And it looks like there'll be another yellow card given out inside of the first 15 minutes. So Victor Enriquez receives a yellow for that shove. So referee being consistent, that's all you can ask for. So an opportunity for Ventura County to get numbers in and around the area. Don't have the same type of targets, but they do have Pepe, who they usually look for in these situations. Hondo is there. Ventura County will keep possession. Excellent dribbling exhibition. And the shot is deflected away. But the youngster, Vicente Garcia, was swerving through. Ball is launched in, getting a hand to it, and then Vanny's shot was deflected as well. The goalkeeper, Sult, got a hand to it. Portland with numbers now. This shot saved by Scott. It was Griffiths. He's coming off a goal that he scored last week versus Real Monarchs. And there's something about finding the back of the net that gives you more confidence, more belief. So Portland, another set piece. They scored their first goal off a free kick. Now have a corner. This is flicked on, but it's out wide of the goal mouth. So Cervantes, one goal on the year, looking for his second, the 22-year-old. Hernandez dumps this ball forward. Plossi is trying to hold it up. And possession will work its way to Ventura County. For VCFC, they came in with a pretty good goal differential. But have given up a goal here early today. Not a bad ball from Scott. It did almost find its way to its target, and it ends up being a throw-in. So Hernandez, now Fawn, and Villamejana. That's one thing Portland doesn't want to allow is the back line of Ventura County to start to pick out passes and to have time on the ball. It might not seem like a lot, but this is a team that can break lines from their back line. This is Preston. That's really how their attack gets going, by breaking that first line and then creating. Vanny ushers this along. Goes to ground. And now it'll be a foul on Lucas Fernandez. This portion of the match is brought to you by Bank of America. 17th minute, about to churn into the 18th. Portland scored in the 5th minute off a free kick. And they lead on top of Ventura County 1-0. VCFC trying to change that. Mason Vanny in possession. His cross is cut down. Vanny works back. Villamejana. And now Hernandez. Preston. And as Portland continues to retreat in defending, that just gives more confidence to Ventura County. However, the Timbers like to play on the counter, and so this is why this matchup is always a fun one. They played to a 0-0 draw earlier in the season. Had a feeling that was not going to be the case today, and Portland has already broken the deadlock. Villamejana surveying, taking his time. Now Pepe, good slip ball through. Garcia. Vicente Garcia shot. Oh! The 15-year-old with a furious strike. And Ventura County is back on level terms. First goal of the season for Vicente Garcia. And Portland won, Ventura County won. You see what it means to the young man. For Vicente, he had 2 assists on the year coming into today. Those his only 2 goal contributions. But even in this match, he had a nice little swerving passage of play that forced a save out of Hunter Solt. There was no saving that once he got onto his left. Just a acre of space. And he was able to connect. A yard of space, not an acre. He doesn't need an acre. He needs just a yard. Now, with the confidence, Ventura County coming forward again. Dylan Vanny trying to win the ball back. Free kick has to be taken once again. And Portland back level with Ventura County. Well, Coach Taylor talked about the youth of this squad and how it's different than squads of the past. And right now, this back line is being tested by Portland. Mason Vanny, one of those teenagers, just 18, did well there defensively to slow down the oncoming attack. That's last off of the Timbers. But what Coach Taylor said about this squad, despite their age, what they don't have in experience, they bring joy. They just love playing soccer. They enjoy the sport. They enjoy each other. And when you just are having fun, it tends to show. Now Portland has a shot wide of the mark. For the Timbers, they now are back level. They're a team, as mentioned, that doesn't give up very many goals. They came in with a even goal differential, 8 goals scored, 8 goals allowed coming into this match. And now, after scoring, they've conceded. They had a clean sheet in 3 of their last 4 matches. That is why the goal given up not like them recently in this unbeaten streak over the last 4. Vanny. And now Scott has to be careful with oncoming traffic. Good control there by Hernandez, and this could create something. Villamejana out wide. Garcia shoved down. Play on is a decision. This is Alex Bamford in his third season with Portland. Ferguson. Watched by Preston. Nice little step in for Ferguson, but could not connect with an oncoming runner. Good strength shown by Cervantes. Now Griffith. Back to Bamford. Enriquez. Lund and the goal scorer, Ondo. Lund will revert all the way back to Sult, who sends it airborne. Griffith almost comes down with it. Now it's Griffith. Colin Griffith! Saved by Scott. Well, Colin Griffith has gone for a goal twice. Both times have just been wide of the mark. This time it was pushed wide by Scott. This portion of the match is brought to you by Carl's Jr. 25th minute. This has been a fun match between Portland and Ventura County. It has been back and forth, as to be expected by these two teams that love to have the ball and love to create. Portland pumping in another cross. Flicking along. Not completely dealt with. Timbers keep possession. Ondo. And there's a player that is in need of some treatment here on the near side. And so in that exchange, a bloody nose. And so time will come, or play will come to a halt, rather. Sebas Hernandez, the captain. Is receiving treatment. Gives us a chance to recap what we've seen today, as it is just a bloody nose for Hernandez. Hopefully he will be able to continue. It was Portland who struck first on a free kick. It was just well worked. There was movement. There was deception. And then the delivery was delectable. Charles Ondo heading it home. His execution on the header back across where it came from. Brady Scott was tracking to his left. Ondo, seeing that, hit it back across his right. He couldn't even keep moving. So it was just well done overall by Portland. And then it was Vicente Garcia who started to flex his muscles, his 15-year-old muscles, as he swerved into possession, took a shot. That one did not find the back of the net, but it gave him the confidence to keep going, to keep pressing forward. And then Garcia had his first goal of the season in the 19th minute. Still working on Hernandez. And obviously, in those situations and scenarios when heads are going for the ball, this could be a result. And the bleeding has yet to halt. And it looks like Ventura County is going to make a change. So the captain cannot continue. It will be Isaac Luna who will come on. And Sebastian Hernandez will come off. So a tough day, or a tough way for the day to end. But Luna comes in at 17 years of age, another young player. So the back line will still stay as all teenagers. We restart play. 29th minute. Timbers and Ventura County level at 1 apiece. It was Charles Ondo that scored for Portland, and for Ventura County, Vicente Garcia. Luna's first touch, a balloon ball. Vanny can't control as he saw two defenders. Big ball over the top from Nicholas Lund. Connor Ferguson was offside as he took a smooth little touch around Preston. He was going to be in on goal, but the offside flag to the benefit of Ventura County. Lund able to track that down for Portland. And Ventura County really hasn't seen a lot of the ball today. That's something that Portland wanted to ensure of. As Mason Vanny pumps this into the air, he is fouled, and the free kick will come for Ventura County. One thing that Coach Taylor has discussed, and the difference is when this team in Ventura is playing some of the older squads in Next Pro, some of the more seasoned teams, how the mentality doesn't necessarily change, but the outlook has to be a little different simply because of the aggression as well as the age of other squads. And those squads that have older, more mature players in regards to just experience, not maturity in regards to playing ability, how the pace of play and how the outlook on play is a little different, whether it's second balls that are won, long balls that are hit, and having to really worry about those and discuss those with this squad, having to make sure that that is what is top of mind. But when they're playing other teams, they have the ability to really play their style and really focus on their style in regards to development. This Ventura squad is always going to play their style, but it gives them more of an opportunity to really express themselves. And here today, having a bit of difficulty with the Timbers and their aggression, their ability, but they have been able to find that tying goal. But now I've given up a ball here. almost an own goal. That clearance just flies over the crossbar, gets the job done. Wasn't the prettiest, but again, job was taken care of. But Portland has a corner. Played short. Ball returns to Isoida. Doesn't beat Preston. Isoida keeps the ball in, however. So still a chance for an entry. Lofted ball in. Now the ball drops kindly. The shot's blocked away. And Nicholas Lund airmails that into the seats. So despite the youth of this back line, things have been pretty tidy. Have been just a few nervy moments through this first 34 minutes. This portion of the match is brought to you by Old Trapper. As we are in the 34th minute, want to make sure that we're saying Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. A special ode to all the mothers out there who have poured so much into us as individuals. For those that have taken us to soccer practice, whatever practice it is, band practice, any event there was there to support. A special tribute to Mom for being selfless and always thinking of somebody else other than yourself. Luna sends it all the way across, and now a chance to build a bit for Ventura County. Fawn, Vanny, and now Preston cutting inside. Good ball central. Garcia fires again. Just sprays it wide. You see how slow to quick things could go for Ventura County. That's how they want to play. Lund. Preston, plenty of speed to step in front of that. Goes over Bamford. Fawn. Luna returns to Fawn. And now Villamejana. Alex Bamford doing just enough to throw Preston off course as he stepped in front of that pass to Connor Ferguson. Now it is Preston again. Fawn fires the ball into the area. And the cross from Mason Vanny was closed down. Corner coming. .37th minute of action. Portland went up in this match early. Ventura County leveled off the foot of Vicente Garcia. Now it's Garcia who will take this corner. Preston trotting over, potentially providing himself as an option. But Garcia will put this in the area. Headed away. Garcia now at the end line. Cannot work his way around a defender. So Mason Vanny. Go back to Enriquez. Now Martinez. Ball returns to Dylan Vanny. A firecracker corralled by Preston. Luna. Vilmejana. Now Dylan Vanny. Flag is down for the time being. Tries to draw it back in. Now a chance. It will be a corner. So it was Fawn who latched on to that pass from Vanny. Dylan Vanny, rising star of the month in MLS Next Pro. When it's all said and done this season, might have to name that award after him. He has been a rising star, not only for this month, but last month in the month of March. Now Vanny fires us into the area. Pushed away. Then we'll roll out for a throw-in. So Pepe will trot over, prepare to take this long throw. 40th minute, ball fired into the area. Ondo shoving down Julian Plasius, but not enough contact to warrant anything more than a play on. A little tap behind. This could be something. Excellent save by Salt. Had it covered at the near post. Now Griffith. Ferguson arriving. This match starting to open up a bit as we wind down the first half. And in understanding that, Dylan Vanny dials down the tempo. And that's what you need. Those are things that don't go in the stat sheet, but are just understanding of the situation. Your team was a bit stretched. Opportunity was almost created. So let's take a beat and give ourselves a chance to catch our breath. Salt, good ball into Cervantes. Cervantes trying to find some space. And that was a save in the end by Scott. Daniel Cervantes got onto the left side of Pepe, and that was enough space to fire. And Brady Scott with a necessary save. What a ball from Hunter Salt to pick out Daniel Cervantes. And then the shot was on frame. It required a save. So now Alex Bamford, Charles Ondo, having a quick conversation with the referee before this corner. Ball is lifted in, coming towards the near post, covered at the near post by Fawn. And it will be a throw-in for Ventura County. Brady Scott distributes this into the path of Mason Vanny. Now Vicente Garcia. Dylan Vanny. Garcia. Willamette Jana along to Mason. Preston is brought down by Connor Ferguson. 44th minute and a free kick on the horizon for Ventura County. So we saw Portland score on a free kick early on in this half. Ventura County fired back. Vicente Garcia in the 19th minute after Portland scored in the 5th. And at the stroke of halftime, as we near the 45th minute, Ventura County is looking for their first lead. Ball bouncing in the area. Preston trying to swivel through. Now Griffith with Portland looking to break. Vanny comes through and wins possession. Griffith is still down. Now Preston slips it through. Now Dylan Vanny. Mason Vanny. Griffith is still down. And now play will come to a halt. So it was Dylan Vanny who came in from behind just to steal possession. Griffith is on his knees now. He's needing an extra moment to get back and get his bearings. It's official now. The minimum of 4 minutes of added time in this first half. But I expect there to be a little bit more as the training staff is working on Colin Griffith. So Griffith is back up. And he's walking off under his own power, but his right arm is a little limp. And so as soon as we are ready for play, and as you can see, Colin Griffith cannot continue. And so now it'll be Benjamin Barjolo will come on for Griffith because of the injury. So a tough way to end the half for Portland because Griffith had 2 good shots today. Hope that he will be okay. Pepe throws us into the area. Flicked on. Luna, no. And Vanny's shot was blocked away. Barjolo's first touches in the attack. Sends the ball out to the left. Portland trying to break. Ondo can't send in a cross and then just tramples over what looked like to be Vicente Garcia. So a yellow card is shown for that challenge. Noah Santos receives a yellow card. Brady Scott will send everyone forward as we have played 3 minutes of our minimum of 4, but there will be an extra minute and a half or so as time was starting, and Colin Griffith suffered his injury. Throw in for Ventura County. Hernandez. Now trying to slip it through was Fawn. Ball back with Portland. Good defending, but the connection with Vanny not there. Villamejana is fouled. Ferguson. Preston takes a knock. It was a high boot. And so, as soon as he comes on, Barjolo receives a yellow card. This is Isaac Luna. Back to Pepe. And along to Enrique Martinez. Excellent ball over the top. Solt was privy to it. That's why you don't want to give Pepe time and space, because he can pick out those passes. Hunter Solt was ready for it. We played an extra minute from our added 4. Preston trying to take advantage of that time. He's in the area, draws it in, control, shot. What do you think? When you give that type of space to a goal scorer, the back of the net is the only thing he will find. Ventura County leads 2-1. Big time opportunity, big time attack, taking advantage of the remaining time. And Ventura County leads 2-1 on top of Portland. That is our a chance for Portland right now as they push the ball forward. Barjolo. With that foul, and it being Ventura County ball, now it is officially halftime. There's the halftime whistle. So, Ventura County finds a goal in first half stoppage time, and they take a lead into the dressing room. Our score at the half, Portland 1, Ventura County 2. Coming up in our halftime show, we get to know a talented young player carving his own path in the Big Apple, and an announcement that will shift the landscape of Next Row. Plus highlights and stats after this brief timeout.
Can rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back to Providence Park. We're halftime. Current destination 1-2. Portland has 1. And Ventura County has 2. After a late goal by Mason Manning gave them the lead. There is no shortage of success stories in MLS coming out of the New York market. Another solid young player is making his way with NYCFC. So let's get to know Arnau Barnos.
I think for sure was my mom. She was the first one to know it because she was working, and I sent her a message and I was like, please don't call because we have a meeting right now. But like I have to tell you, like they just told me like they want me to sign first team deal. So she was like, oh my god. Yeah, it was definitely my mom. Hi, I'm Arnau Farnos, and I'm a midfielder / winger, and I play for New York City FC. When I signed here with the second team, my goal was always to be part of the first team, and since the moment I got drafted, that was my goal, that was my dream. And nothing is easy, you know, so that's why you have to work for it. Every call-up is an opportunity. And I'm thankful for the coaches to give me those opportunities. But like it's not about the games, it's about every day, how you practice, how you prepare yourself, physically and mentally. And when the opportunity comes, that you have to be ready and know that if you have the opportunity, you have to prove yourself. They push you a lot, which is a really good sign. But they also have a really good connection with the team, special connection with the players also. And they are open, which is also important for a player because it gets you confident when you play and when you train. And he was always super close, coach and all the staff, and give me a lot of confidence to me. And that's why I feel like I'm super happy for being part of this team, for the confidence from the staff and also from the players. One of the things, for example, Nico always says when he's here is like, and I've took it from all the players as well, but like you are doing what you like and what's your passion. So coming here to practice, you are privileged, you know, having this job because you are doing something that you really like and you really can, you grow with it. And coming here every day, yeah, there is people working for you, for the treatment, they are cooking for you, and how many people would love to have and to be in the position that you are right now. So I would say just enjoy the moment, push yourself in the moment that you have to push yourself, and yeah, enjoy. Super excited at the moment when I saw the ball going in. I kind of didn't believe it at the beginning, but after it was like a happiness feeling, you know, especially after with all my teammates, like they congrat me at the end of the game, and everybody came to support me and saying congratulations, and it was a really happy moment and a special moment in my career. I think I had a lot of good coaches in my career. I would say probably when I was at Celta, I would say Claudio. But I would say my best moment playing soccer was the decision to make here and go to college. The 4 years at Oregon State with all the coaches I had and all the staff I had, they really helped me develop myself physically and mentally. And I think it was the step that I needed in order to be a professional soccer player. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity that the Oregon State gave me. Keep supporting us, keeping showing ourselves, keep coming to our games, because probably right now we are not having the best. We are not in the best moment of the season, but we for sure gonna come back, and we for sure gonna give some happy news soon to the fans.
Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Very excited to be here officially. I helped out a little bit last year. I really enjoyed my time working with the players, working with the staff. So I'm glad to be able to be on staff full time and be involved. Towards the end of my career, I started thinking about what I wanted to do. Post playing, and coaching was something that for a while I didn't know if I wanted to do it. When my kids started to get a little bit older and I started doing it with them, I started enjoying it, and I thought I had a lot of knowledge that I could pass down to young players. That was kind of an easy decision after thinking about it. There's lots of different things that I can teach them from my career, but also the mentality, the intensity, the winning mentality is what I want to bring to the young guys, because they're going to need that. I played at a high level college, and I was still like a little bit overwhelmed when I first got here, and it's the adaptation. If you don't do it quick at that time, then you were kind of out of the system. But now I think, especially with the academy and bringing those guys up, and then moving into a environment like MLS Next Pro with North Texas, then I think it's a big jump in the quality of everything that is involved with this, and I think it's huge for developing players. I think there used to be a lot of guys who kind of got pushed out of the system if it wasn't working right away, but now those guys maybe get a second chance and can develop into good players. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it feels like home. Like you said, I've been here for a long time. I know a lot of people here. I knew John beforehand. I knew a lot of the other staff beforehand, and even some of the players I still know. So it's just nice to be back in a familiar environment and be able to give these players my knowledge. This year, I think my goal is to improve our defensive solidarity. Obviously, I want to try to improve individually the players in the defensive line, help them improve their tendencies. But as a unit, I want our group to be solid and to give up less goals. That's always the goal. And for me, that was like my big thing as a player throughout my career. I always wanted to give up less goals, and I think that's something I want to pass on to these defensive players.
Well, welcome back to Portland. MLS has agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS affiliate Next Pro teams into new markets with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We will no doubt see and hear more about this in the coming seasons. Halftime at Providence Park. Portland took the lead 1-0, and Ventura County has scored 2 unanswered. Vicente Garcia and Mason Devaney both scoring in the first half. The goal for Portland was scored by Charles Hondo. And let's take a look at some scores. From yesterday, Crown Legacy down by Chicago. So first loss of the year for Crown Legacy, meaning that Red Bulls are the lone unbeaten team in the Eastern Conference. San Jose with a big-time win over Whitecaps. And Houston Dynamo stay undefeated, and they take down the other undefeated team in St. Louis in the Western Conference. So Houston, the lone undefeated team in the Western Conference. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. This upcoming week, some midweek matchups. Philadelphia and New England, 2 teams that are consistently in the playoffs. Colorado The reigning Western Conference champions will take on Austin, who plays a little bit later today, versus Tacoma. And then this Timber squad will be against the Loons later on that Wednesday evening. Now let's take a look at some highlights from this first half. Mentioned there were 3 goals that were scored. Here's the first, Charles Ondo with a beautiful header. And then a little bit later, Daniel Cervantes working into the attack. And Brady Scott makes a big save. And for Scott to make that save, things really in a good position for Ventura County. Then it was Vicente Garcia who got busy. Beautiful shot from the 15-year-old. His first goal of the season. A little bit later, it was Griffith. Another shot that required a save. You could tell how upset he was. And then Garcia sprayed this shot wide as he was looking for his second goal of the day. Ventura County just kept on coming. That shot took a deflection. And as this ball kind of skipped through, another save necessary from Hunter Solt. Cervantes forcing Brady Scott to get a fingertip to it. And then lastly, at the stroke of halftime, it was Mason Vanny who could not miss. And Vanny, he scores for the first time this season. And Ventura leads by a goal. We'll take a break. Be back for the second half between Ventura County and Portland.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
The unique energy of a Sunday night. Ideal for calm music, whispers, stargazing, reflection, and a relaxed environment. Sunday nights were made for this.
It's time for the second half between Ventura County and Portland Timbers. Timbers went up in the first half and then fell behind after 2 goals were scored by the away side. Second half begins with Ventura in the navy blue in possession. Portland in the white at home here at Providence Park. James Hadnett here with you. Thank you so much for tuning in on One Football and MLSNextPro.com. Dylan Vanny immediately in possession, carrying, finds Eric Preston. Comes to a halt at the end line. Now this ball launched in right into the chest of Hunter Sult. No halftime substitutions for either side. The only substitutions made came in the first half. Colin Griffith had to come out after suffering an injury. Benjamin Barjolo coming on for him for Portland. And similarly, Sebastian Hernandez suffering an injury for Ventura County. Isaac Luna came on for him. Portland in possession now. Ferguson. Now trying to find Cervantes. He is dispossessed. Vicente Garcia on the ball. Now Pepe. We'll see how aggressive Portland is as they search for this second goal. Ventura County is a team that is very fine. They are very okay with having to play through pressure. They actually invite it because of the quality that they have on the pitch. They want to enjoy the ball and express themselves in possession. That's something that Matt Taylor says of his squad. When they are boosting on all cylinders, they are a joy to watch. Mason Vanny, twin brother of Dylan, looking for maybe his first Rising Star of the Match Day award. His brother has plenty going back to last season. Both Mason and Dylan, the sons of the head coach for LA Galaxy, Greg. And this entire LA Galaxy organization, very keen to the young talent that they possess. Great ball into Dylan Vanny, quickly forward to Eric Preston. Now Vanny cannot cut inside. Corner coming for Ventura County. When I asked Matt Taylor about all the young talent, even players that are consistent members of the first team, Ruben Ramos has got a start this year. Harbor Miller consistently playing left back for Ventura County, and for Ventura County as well as for the first team. And those two are teenagers. Says that they just love playing the game and playing with each other. Vanny sends this across the box. Nobody there to latch onto it. Lund, however, turns this over to Vilmejana. Ball zipped in. Garcia. Fawn. And then back to Mason Vanny. Ventura County trying to figure out how they want to attack. Still in this second phase of the set piece. Now Preston with the chop. Dylan Vanny still with it. The ball flips through, and then bravely diving was Hunter Sult. His bravery earns a free kick because there was a foul. Julian Placius made contact with the goalkeeper. So Sult will need a moment. Placius showing some respect and great sportsmanship. And receives a yellow card. So now Julian Placius is on a yellow card. He, along with Eric Preston, are the two on yellow cards for Ventura County. 3 yellow cards for Portland. Noah Santos, Victor Enriquez, and Charles Ondo. Sol sends it away. Santos digs it out. Santos' shot right at Brady Scott. Noah Santos comes in as the leading goal scorer for Portland. Haven't said his name much today, That's by design, obviously, defensively for Ventura County. They're doing what they want to do and keeping him quiet. But for Santos, he takes the set pieces for Portland. He only needs a sliver of space to make an impact. Enrique Martinez into Pepe, trying to pick out a deep pass. Palacios offside. Enriquez. Ferguson. He'll launch one forward. Barjolo commits the foul as Fawn goes down. Portland is yet to lose at home this season. Find themselves behind Ventura County, who has lost just once on the road themselves. A result in 4 of 5 matches away from home for Ventura County. 2 wins and 2 draws as Preston controls this for VCFC. Works back to Fawn. Martinez. Pepe. Great ball into Preston. Preston with pace. Had the assist on the second goal. Utilizing that pace again. But a goal kick is the decision. So Lund, a nice little ball now on due, and Cervantes not on the same page. It looked like it was starting to grow right before our eyes as Ondu was making the run from his usual defensive position. But Cervantes was playing to Ondu, or Ondo rather, and Ondo wanted to keep on the overlap. Palacios is down. Garcia will keep possession. Palacios will return to his feet. It'll be a draw ball for Ventura County. As this portion of the match is brought to you by Toyota. This broadcast also brought to you by Tillamook. 2 very integral sponsors for Portland. The Tillamook factory, not too far from this stadium. Now Santos. Sneaky ball in. But as things started to come towards the middle, Ventura County staying compact. But now Ondo loses possession. Vanny forward, but this will be tracked down by Alex Bamford. 56th minute of action. No score in the second half. It was a quick score in the first half for Ondo in the 5th minute. Then the 19th, Ventura County answered. And then in first half stoppage time, they found their go-ahead goal. But Portland is a side that is always fighting. Bartolo. Ferguson. Now, play will continue, although a player is down. This ball comes across. It looks like it takes a deflection off a Ventura County player. It does. And so it will be a corner. So the referee will go to check on Vicente Garcia. It was down right now for Ventura County. Set pieces are always bright spots for Portland Timbers. They have big bodies like Nicholas Lund, Charles Ondo, who's already made his presence felt today. Barjola was the target. And now the break is on for Ventura County. Preston with pace. Preston shot! Finds the back of the net. A glorious counter for Ventura County. And the speedster, Eric Preston, puts it away. Portland 1, Ventura County 3. And now some breathing room for the away side on the road. If you were Portland, that was the one guy you did not want the ball to fall to. But just a good recognition of of Preston. Just to break out. And he finishes. And Ventura County leads by 2. Now the situation becomes a little more difficult for Portland. I mentioned their ability to not give up goals coming into today. As now this is at the end line, floating in the air. And Brady Scott going to his left makes the save as Santos struck it. Now the situation becomes more difficult for Portland. They had given up just 3 goals in 6 matches outside of the 5 they gave up versus Houston. Now they've given up 3 goals today in total in match number 8 of the season. And to make matters worse, they've only scored now 9 goals through 8 matches, 8 goals through 7 coming into today. So they're not a team that's really lighting things up on the scoreboard. So can they find 2 goals today to find some points at home? Or will Ventura County find some more insurance and secure all 3 points as we've made it to the 60th minute of action? Barjolo. Now Santos along to Ondo. They did score 3 goals, did Portland last match versus Real Monarchs in a win. Currently on an unbeaten streak of 4 straight. Excellent slide there by Vilmejana. So another corner coming for Portland. This time, hoping to put one on frame. So it is Eric Isoita to take this corner. Outswinging ball, knotted on by Lund, but right to Scott. This portion of the match is brought to you by Tillamook. '61st minute of action. VCFC leading by 2 now. They have scored 3 unanswered after going down by a goal. Almost a turnover. But this young back line of all teenagers growing up in front of us right now after giving up that first goal on a set piece. Yeah, played pretty well today. Big shove there by Lund. Free kick coming for Ventura County. Free kick was taken quickly. Garcia along to Preston. Eric Preston already on a goal. Can't take a shot there as Barjolo was coming back to defend. Nice turn here by Garcia. Vicente Garcia takes contact and a point to the spot. It was Ondo who got a piece of Garcia as he was blazing into the area. Or check that. Contact was made right before. And so not giving the penalty. Giving it just from 19 yards out. Well, this is still dangerous for Ventura County because Dylan Vanny and Vicente Garcia, both with lots of quality, are standing behind this. Maybe a little too tight to get it up and over the wall and back down, but if anybody can do it, it is these two. Vanny! Just wide. Trying to go around. And just wide of that near post. And so, with time coming to a halt, a chance for Portland to make a couple of substitutions. Maximilian Kiesel will come on. For Victor Enriquez. Jacob Isoita will come on for Connor Ferguson. '65th minute of action. And Ventura County is in front by 2 goals. Coach Cassidy of Portland trying to shake things up. A foul there. And a free kick coming for Ventura County. VCFC trying to make it wins in back-to-back matches. Got the best of SKC in the midweek. And just a poor ball Means a throw-in is coming. And now a conversation being had with Arnau Villamejana. He comes in with a goal on the year, along with an assist. So Ondo launches this into the area, flicked on. Santos takes a touch. And then it's cleared away, but it's behind by Mason Vanny for a corner. 67th minute. Still time for Portland, but now the deficit is 2. It's Eric Isoida, recently moving from an academy contract to a second-team contract. Sends in another out. Swingo! Oh! That was attacked with some menace. Nicholas Lund up the elevator. And a humongous header. Portland has drawn one back. Portland 2, Ventura County 3. We talked about the 2 targets, the big bodies, Charles Ondo and Nicholas Lund. Both have come up on set pieces today. Ondo with the goal in the 5th and Lund with the header. Now Preston trying to track this down. He cannot. Dylan Vanny coming the other way for Ventura County. Ball returns back to Martinez. Now Villamejana. Vicente Garcia. Vanny can't connect with Preston. So Isoida with the pilfer. Now look at this. Your center back showcasing his skill, but now after falling to the carpet, he is out of position. A shove on the sideline. And now it will be with Ventura County. So a free kick for VCFC. They lead by a goal. And now it's taken quickly. Vanny taps out wide. Now Preston. Fawn. And Dylan Vanny and his teammate not on the same page there. 70th minute of action. And we have a good one on our hands. 5 goals in total. Portland trying to dig itself out of a 2-goal hole. They found 1 goal from Nicholas Lund. A beautiful header. And now they find themselves still down by a goal. Left. Now Ondo. Santos. Waiting for it. Never received it from his teammate Lucas Fernandez. Now this is Santos. Receives it back from Fernandez this time. There's contact. Play on is the decision. This shot does not test Brady Scott. Well, I asked Coach Taylor about the last match last season in which they ended up winning 4-2. He said those are the fun ones. and have to feel like now, as his team is clinging to a 1-goal lead, looking forward to asking him how much fun he's having now. Almost a very bad giveaway by Brady Scott. But now it's Vilmejana Placius, who had come all the way back to help in the build. Now has to get back. Brady Scott can't get to this. Goalkeeper is rounded, and there is the equalizer. It is Cervantes who levels things at 3. Daniel Cervantes, his second goal of the season, and it is now 3-3. Back-to-back games. Portland has scored 3 goals. We asked if they would have the juice here at home, and they had plenty of it. So now Preston picks it up for Ventura County. 72nd minute. Martinez, Mason Vanny. And now Portland playing with so much enthusiasm now. They've done the tough part, coming back from a 2-goal deficit. Now Fawn racing past everyone, but not on the same page as Placius and Preston were coming to the same space. Santos has it for Portland as they look to come the other way. Early ball over. It's dealt with by Pepe. There is a foul at midfield, and Ventura County will have a free kick. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ford. '74th minute. And another classic being played by Ventura County and Portland. These two teams, when they get together, always seem to have some fireworks. And when you think about the last meeting earlier this season, a 0-0 draw, you knew that wasn't going to be the case today. Portland in possession now after picking the pocket of Vilmejana. There is a foul. And Mason Vanny will receive a yellow card for his part in those proceedings. So another set-piece opportunity. These have been gold in the Rose City for Portland today. Nicholas Lund scoring the second goal of the day on a set piece. Charles Ondo scoring a goal on the first. And now Ondo, Lund, the targets again. Eric Isoita has 2 assists on the day. This ball lifted into the area towards the back post. It's dealt with by Ventura County. Ball finds the foot of Barjolo. Isoita again on the recycle. Vanny, a little header to Vicente Garcia. And now Ventura County trying to play in possession for a bit. Garcia towards Placius. He can't make the full turn. Barjolo trying to pick out a teammate. Vanny. No dice. Loses possession. Santos sieves it forward. Brady Scott is there. Right idea from Noah Santos. Has Cervantes central. Just could not pick him out. As all the momentum is with Portland right now. How does this young squad of Ventura County respond? As mentioned, 7 of the 11 starters are under the age of 20. These are the matches, these are the moments where you really grow, you really see what you're made of. Barjolo slipping it forward. Something potentially brewing now for Portland. And a necessary stop there. But the defense just continues. Timbers win the ball back. Santos. Isoita tries to slide the ball out wide, but Barjolo was never going to make it. Tense moments now on the road. Ventura County went down by a goal, then scored 3 straight, and now have conceded twice in this second half. And we are back where we started, level between Ventura County and Portland. Pepe does well to step in front. Plasius is shoved from behind by Lund, and that stops that attack. But if you're Pepe, you have to get there, have to make sure of it, as you don't want to find yourself out of position. Santos, a smooth ball. Cervantes through the shot, saved by Scott. Huge stop by Brady Scott. Now, coming the other way is Ventura County. Vicente Garcia still with it. Garcia slipping through. His shot is blocked away. But a corner coming for VCFC. Well, end to end we go in the 78th minute. A corner loading for Ventura County. But Brady Scott with a humongous save. Now it's the rising star of the month, Dylan Vanny, to deliver in from this corner. Ball comes in tight. Ando is there the entire time. Knotted down by Bamford. And Mason Vanny just dumps this out of play. Ando, Lund, 2 huge pieces of this Portland puzzle today. Ando gives this away. Vilmejana assessing how he wants to play it. Doesn't find an option as Isoita is there. And Solt sends it deep. Mason Vanny will watch it roll out. 80th minute now. If we were to end in a draw, then we would go to penalties. Both teams would earn an extra point. Or excuse me, both teams would earn a point. We would go to penalties to see who would earn the extra point. Santos trying to ensure we don't go. Barjolo, nice little tap. Isoita slithering through. Now a chance for Portland. Santos. Santos wants to get onto that right foot. He has the ability to curl a shot, but Ventura County doing just enough not to allow him any airspace or comfortability. Plasius throw in for Ventura County. Julian Plasius has been quiet today. Came in with 3 goals and 2 assists. He's put in a lot of work. Just has not gotten the payout. But there's still time for that. Another throw-in coming for Ventura County. Mason Vanny had the third goal. Or check that, had the second goal. This ball's dug out by Kiesel, but he can't play it forward, so it's Preston on it for Ventura County. Noah Santos is still down, and because of that, play will come to a halt. He's kind of holding at the back of his head, and referees have been consistent, and they've been trained. If there's any inkling of a head injury, then they have to stop play. So that is why play has come to a halt for the time being. Santos being checked out, giving both sides a chance to catch their breath for the stretch run to end this second matchup of the season versus Portland and Ventura County. The first one, as mentioned, there were no goals. But today on Mother's Day, wanted to put a show on for all the mothers here in attendance as well as watching all across the world. Santos is back up and trying to walk it off. He will have to be led on once play resumes. And so as he does the necessary drills to show that he is ready and fit to return to play, both teams will return to the pitch. With the goals that have been scored today, you feel like there might be a winner in this for either side. And so Fawn and Preston will go off. Coach Taylor trying to make these substitutions. But they are not being allowed just yet. Draw ball for Ventura County. Possession with Preston. 84th minute. Preston, the intended target. It's Barjolo who ends up with it for Portland. Barjolo launches this forward. Now it's given away cheaply. Timbers trying to take advantage. And they are defending. Well done by Enrique Martinez. Giving up again. Vanny sends this ball deep. Plossi is trying to get position. Two Timbers players almost run into each other. And now this match is wide open. Barjolo, oh my, a little shimmy. And that earns his side a free kick. So now the substitutions will be made. Brett Fawn will make way for Gabriel Arnold. And Eric Preston will come off. Chase Gosdajski will come on. Gabriel Arnold, very similar to Vicente Garcia in their ability in tight spaces to make plays. And Chase Gosdajski comes on immediately to have to defend this set piece. It's Isoida who has done a fantastic job with his deliveries today. Floats this ball in. and this one will not find a teammate. Foul after Brady Scott boomed this away near midfield. Julian Plasius has had a rough day at the office as he takes the brunt of that contact. Arnold goes back to Pepe. Garcia watched by Ondo. And now Portland putting the pressure on. Ondo digs this out. He cannot connect with Maximilian Kiesel. Ventura County playing direct. Vanny. Barjolo is there defensively, but he gives it away to Dylan Vanny. Contact from Isoida, but play on is the decision. Ventura County win the ball back. Luna back to Gabriel Arnold. His first touches since coming on. Arnold slips the ball forward. And Villamejana too aggressive. So Portland will come the other way. 88th minute. Tied at 3 apiece. We've had everything in this match. Set piece goals, firecracker shots, big time headers, everything you'd want in a Mother's Day soccer match. Barjolo, beautiful ball over the top. Now Portland trying to find a winner, but Pepe, excellent defending. Arnold has to be careful playing in the back at this point of the game. Martinez. Pepe picks out a pass. Now a dynamic ball through from Villamejana into Mason Vanny. Tries to draw it back. Nicholas Lund is there for coverage. Ventura County a bit stretched. Noah Santos trying to take advantage. And Santos was being held up by Gabriel Arnold. So that's a foul and a free kick coming for Portland. Well, Matt Taylor always talks to me about how he wants his team to defend, knowing that his team plays with pace and that they're going to play in transition. And so their transition defending is always the most important thing, where they give the ball up and in what ways do they give the ball up. Right there, giving the ball up in transition, and Portland able to attack. And now they have a free kick. This might be just a little too far out for a shot. But we mentioned that they do have the ability with set pieces to find big targets. The fourth official announcing a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. Gabriel Arnold picks up a yellow card for that foul. Cervantes just hits it. A waste of an opportunity there for Portland. Ventura County trying to take advantage of it. Nicholas Lund wins possession and a foul. It was Plasius who was the intended target. So Lund is back up. One minute of our minimum of 5 has been played. Hunter Sult sends this away. Controlled for a moment by Portland. And now it's Santos. Slithering in possession. Santos still with it. Just couldn't beat the last line of defense. Now Plasius hounding Lund. And a foul is given. Plasius can't believe it. He's beside himself. Thought it was going to be a corner, surely. Now Ondo. Kiesel can't keep possession. And Brady Scott sends it the other way. Good shielding by Enrique Martinez. Now means that Vilmitjana has possession. Arnell Vilmitjana going for glory. And it was wide of the mark. Two minutes of our minimum of 5 remain. Can either side create a pinpoint chance, a clear-cut chance? Bartolo showcasing a little pace of his own as he slaloms through. Now Isoida on it. Ondo. Santos. Santos drops it off for Ondo. Santos flips it in. And Portland has a shot. Now Scott. Ball bouncing around. And then the foul is given. Almost disastrous as it bounced in the back of the net. But a foul was given for the contact with Brady Scott. And now if you're Ventura County, after all these tense and tough moments, do you try to take advantage and find a go-ahead goal or settle for the point? Throw in for VCFC. Seconds remaining now. Mason Vanny quickly in. Now Santos trying to turn. Santos on it. Ball comes out wide. Chance for Portland. And a necessary stop there by Pepe. Referee will give them a chance to take this corner. We played our minimum of 5. This should be the last action. Isolita, an out swinger flicked on. Not there. There's the full-time whistle. Portland comes from behind, down by 2 goals to earn a point at home. It was 3-1 at one point in this match, but the Timbers show great grit. And they draw things level at 3-3. Ventura County did all they could, and they clung to this draw as Portland continued to press for a winner. But at full time, it's Portland 3, Ventura County 3. We'll take a break and be back for our penalty shootout to see who will earn an extra point from this match.
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Now Luna finds the back of the net. Ventura County a perfect 7 for 7 from the spot. And now the substitute, Maximilian Kiesel, comes in. Has to score to keep this penalty shootout alive. Kiesel is stopped, and Ventura County earns the extra point. Brady Scott with the save. And Ventura County earns the extra point on the road. Well, for VCFC, after going down by a goal, they score 3 straight. They give up the lead, but they do not give up in the penalty shootout. And they earn the extra point here on the road. So now it's time for the man of the match for Ventura County. And it is well deserved for VCFC as they have come on the road and earned the extra point again. It is the youngster, the 15-year-old Vicente Garcia. Big goal for him early in this match. The first goal for Ventura County. And he earns the man of the match presented by Adidas. Well, thank you so much for joining us this Mother's Day. Ventura County and Portland put on a great show. Portland scored first, Ventura County with 3 straight, and the Timbers find 2 goals in the second half to draw level and earn a point. My name is James Hadnot saying so long from the Rose City. You can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at onefootball.com and MLSnextpro.com. Have a blessed evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.